Hello everybody and welcome back to my living room. I am so excited that y'all are here today because I've been bad. I know that I'm a thrifter. I know it, you guys. I try to be good about not contributing to like fast fashion or, buying at big box stores and all that. But sometimes I buckle under the pressure, okay? Sometimes there are beautiful things and I cannot help myself. And so I do have some thrifting treasures today, but I may have gone to Target. I might have gone to Amazon, might have gone to Hobby Lobby. And so I'm just, instead of just trying to hide and say that I'm above all this, I'm just gonna come down and be with the people and tell y'all that I am not perfect, okay? I am fallible just like everybody else when I walk into Target, and I have to try to protect my dollars, but every once in a while I don't. So if I'm not gonna protect my dollars, I'm at least gonna show you guys what I found, right? Okay, so if y'all wanna join me, let's go. Okay, so before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Courtney over at Heart and Home Crew. So I will show you guys a few clips of her channel over here. She does a ton of like DIY content. Her and her family, they're looking for their forever home. So in the meantime, they're trying to fix and declutter whatever they can. She does DIY projects, she does room makeovers, she does like organization and decluttering videos, and she also does thrift hauls, which is what I believe that she's doing today in this collaboration with me. So if you guys are looking for like tips and tricks on DIY projects, go ahead and give her a follow and let her know that I sent you over. Okay, and let me take you over into our kitchen really quick so we can take some vitamins before we get started into this thrift haul. When Ritual reached out and asked to work with me, I was so excited about their prenatal vitamins. So the founder of Ritual, she was going through her house when she found out that she was pregnant, and she was ridding it of all of these things. Come to find out that all of those things were also in her prenatal vitamins, and so she decided to come up with one herself. What I like about these is that they taste and smell like mint and lemon. Seriously, it is so good. I think I've mentioned on here before that no, Josh and I are not pregnant right now, but we are also not preventing, and we haven't been preventing for quite a while right now. Not sure what's going on, but it did say that it's great to start taking these like 3 months before you plan on getting pregnant. And so if that were to happen, like I will be ready. These are vegan friendly, non-GMO, gluten and allergen free. As you can see, there's no shady colors or fillers or additives. This is a delayed release capsule, which is designed to be easy on your stomach. And that's great because these can be taken with or without food. These are scientists and nutritionists formulated. They have key nutrients to help you kind of fill the gaps in your diet. They have these like liquid and dry ingredients all in one capsule, if you guys can see that. They have transparently sourced ingredients, and the mint and lemon tabs keep it fresh. Ritual Essential Prenatal Multivitamins are formulated with 12 key nutrients. Prenatal vitamins often contain folic acid, but up to 1/3 of the population have a genetic variation that can make it difficult to efficiently utilize folic acid. This is why Ritual uses methylated folate in their multivitamins to bypass this genetic variation. This subscription service supports you, giving you the flexibility you want and the consistency that you need to help turn healthy habits into a ritual. If you don't love Ritual within the first 30 days, your first order is on them. So I have it ripped up over here, but you can also see that their carbon neutral shipments are made with eco-friendly materials. So I'm excited about using Ritual daily, and I think you guys will be too. If you guys are interested, I have a 30% off your first month code if you use my link below. And don't forget the promo code is KHoffman30. Thank you so much to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the haul. Oh my gosh, before I get started, let me make sure I show you guys this. This is my new chair. Isn't it so cute? All right, and if you guys are gonna be over here talking about how, Kristen, isn't that literally the same chair that was there before? Listen, okay, this chair is different. First of all, it's not a rocking chair. I did have a rocking chair here before, which you guys could always hear me squeaking on. The problem with it is that it kept running into the wall and it was scraping the paint off of the wall with the back of the rocking chair leg things. I feel bad because like rocking chairs are so cool, but they take up so much room. So that was another reason why we got this one too, is because the other one, it was so wide that it came really far out into our living room. And I wanted something that was going to be able to sit back and be a little bit more flush with this fireplace mantle. So I got this one. I found it for, gosh, what was it? Oh my gosh, why can't I remember? I think it was like I don't feel like it was $40. I feel like maybe it was $40. I don't know. Sorry, babe. Anyway, I love this style. The other one has kind of the, I don't know, is the fiddle back when they come down at a V in the back at the same time? But I liked that this one had the big round arms around it. I'm like showing this to you guys. I'm like talking about this as if you can see it. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on it. But yeah, I just loved the big round arms. And I don't know, my only thought is that I may wind up staining it a darker color just because this is that same kind of cognac brown color that is all throughout our entire house, and I feel like I need to mix it up. So I may wind up staining it a little bit darker. We will see. Anyway, now that I'm in my comfy chair, let's get started with this thrift haul. So because I didn't realize that I was going to be showing you guys these things, I didn't film anything in the store. And so I figured, let's just do a little haul. Let's just make this fun, okay? We're gonna go ahead and go through all the things that I found. So to try to make up for all of the non-thrift store things that I found, let's go ahead and get started with the thrift store items first. Okay, so I thought that these would just be so perfect for fall. I found these at Thrift World. These were $2.98 each, which I don't know how I feel about that price. It's like just enough for me to be like, oh, come on. But at the same time, these are like heavy brass pieces. They are absolutely worth $2.98 a piece. But I think that the thrifter in me is just always hoping that I can get both for the price of one, you know what I mean? Anyway, I just thought that these were so cool. They're actually candle holders. So what I am doing with our table, so what I did last year that I thought was really cool is that during like harvest time on our dining room table, I'm looking over at it right now. I like to take all of our brass candlesticks and just throw them all out there at once. And then whenever we have like our Thanksgiving meal, I like to light everything. And then we can bring in all of our ironstone dishes and then just really have a dreamy Thanksgiving tablescape. It has always been one of my dreams to be able to host Thanksgiving. We were able to do it last year. I hope we'll be able to do it this year with my family, but if not, we are hosting a Friendsgiving for our church as well. And so I'm excited that we will at least have one big meal here. It probably isn't gonna be as beautiful when there's like a million young adults hanging out around here, but hopefully our family one will be really pretty. And speaking of pears, I also found this pair of little ducks, right? This one's a duck, I'm pretty sure. So this one also has to be a duck. I know that I'm not really one for like figurines. I say that as you're looking at figurines behind me, but I do have an affinity for birds, as you guys have probably seen throughout our home. I love them. I mean, what is this, 2010? Did y'all ever watch that Portlandia episode where they're saying like, put a bird on it? Like everything in 2010, people just put birds on everything. And that's me still. I just thought that these were really pretty. I loved the way that they were painted. I don't know if they're handmade or not. I don't necessarily see a signature on them at all. Anyway, but as you guys can see, because I left these giant stickers on them, these were $1.99 a piece. And so I'm gonna try to find a cool spot to put these on. Honestly, maybe I'll put them on our TV. You guys, I'm so sorry about our TV. I know y'all just love to judge me on it, that it's on this teeny tiny stand and then you all think that it's just gonna fall over and crush our children. But let me tell you, it's in a corner, okay? Like these girls would really have to work hard to knock this thing over. And if they did, I mean, I would just be impressed. No, I'm just kidding. The goal is to get something better for it, but honestly, I'm just working at a thrift store pace, and until I find something that is at a cheap enough price that I feel like works better in that corner, then we're just gonna be sticking with the sewing cabinet. So let us pray. Hopefully I'll be able to find something soon. And then maybe I can put these ducks on it. All right, next, I know I said I was going for real foliage and not faux foliage, but I found this for like $2 at the thrift store, okay? And I do have a crock up in our kitchen. You guys probably saw it in the Decorate With Me video where I was like, oh, there's some flowers up in there. I probably should take out these flowers. But then as I took out the flowers, I realized that I had nothing else to put in it to replace it. So I did find this guy. I figured that $2 at the thrift store wasn't too bad. And until I can find a real one, this one will have to suffice. This one's a little bit silly, but Rosie was so excited when she found this little dog. So this is the, they're called Perfect Pets. And you guys have probably seen these. They have their little bladder in them that fills with air and it makes it look like they're breathing when they sleep. So Rosie is so paranoid about using the battery on this thing that she takes it out every time. So I don't know what she did with the battery, but it's out now so that she doesn't waste it. She is her mother's daughter. Our girls literally fight over this thing. Rosie will take it and she'll hold it like this when she goes places, and people legitimately think that she has a real dog with her. And so it is our girls' favorite toy at this point. So if you guys ever need a suggestion for something to get for your kids, like get them one of these Perfect Pets. This was, I think it was $2.99, so not too bad. Okay, and lastly from the thrift store, I did wind up getting this pack of candlesticks for $1.99. Let me see how many we've gotten here. It came with 6 candles, which I didn't think was bad. It's got some that are, 2 that are white, 1 that's red, and 3 that are cream. So, you know, it's good to have a little bit of diversity in your candles. They don't all need to be white, right? I probably won't wind up using the red one, but still, if I got 5 candles for $1.99, like that's great. That's what, 40 cents a piece. That's really not bad. Okay, so moving on to Target. So I actually saw in Amy Fritz's fall decorating video, she said that she had just gotten this blanket and I loved it so much. I texted her and I was like, Amy, where did you get that blanket? She told me that she got it from Target and that it was from the Threshold line. And I was like, I don't know what's going on because I have something that looks so similar and it's from Target, the Threshold line. And look at this thing, people. Can you see how raggedy this thing is? My parents got this for me for Christmas a couple years ago. It is also Target Threshold, but I'm telling you, whatever this one is, it fell apart in the laundry. And you know, with kids, we wind up washing our stuff a lot. And so I was like, no, Amy, I have that blanket. And I even went to Target and looked for this blanket, and still years later, this is the only one that I found in the store. So I went online and I did wind up finding this knit throw. I will say that it's acrylic, it's not cotton, but it's super soft and it looks exactly like cotton. So she said that she's been using it and she loves it. Amy, I'm totally copying you. I got the same blanket. So if y'all don't know Amy, I'll link her below. She's a total champion and an incredible decorator. Okay, and I did get caught up in the Hearth and Hand aisle. Don't ever go to the Hearth and Hand aisle because you'll just want to buy everything. I told you guys that I had those fall kitchen towels and that I wasn't 100% sure if they were like really my style. So I did buy these, and I know that I'm kind of falling a little bit away from like the oranges, but I loved that this is like such a brown orange. And I think these are gonna be really pretty for fall time in our kitchen. And so I'm excited to test them out. I'll have to show you guys these up close and styled when it comes to our fall home tour. And I should be filming that here pretty soon. So look out for that. Okay, and I'm slipping this in afterwards because this was in my pile, but for some reason I did not show it to y'all. I did get this autumn cider candle from Hearth and Hand. You guys, I wish that you could smell this through the screen, but not only did I love the smell, but I really love this smoky glass. I think that this looks just beautiful with our color scheme that we have going on in this living room. And so I thought I would show this to you guys as well, but I don't know how I missed this, y'all. I'm a mess. Lastly, I did go into Hobby Lobby recently. I found some like really cool wheat stocks. I'll show those to you guys when we do the dining room table makeover / harvest table video that I am working on currently. So when I was on YouTube recently, I saw this green couch that I was so inspired by. The only thing about our green couches that I feel a little bit conflicted by is that they are very mid-century, and I'm really trying to go more towards like early American, but I saw that somebody had a mid-century green couch and then they had this long lumbar pillow that went across it, and it had a fabric that was kind of like this. And I love this. This really reminds me of that like early American country type look. And I had the idea, like, I should try to make lumbar pillows. And so I had all of these aspirations of how I was going to do this. I am like trying to figure out my sewing machine, which I have not sewn anything in like years. I'm terrible about this, but I bought enough fabric in order to be able to make these big lumbar pillows. I also like that the lumbar pillows kind of give the illusion of it all being like one cushion, you know, which I know that the more early couches, they didn't have double cushions on them. They just had the one, and ours have two. So that's my idea. But then the lazy part of me was like, oh, like that means I have to like learn how to do my sewing machine. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to do this, but I went on Amazon and I found these. These are just pillow covers for our current pillows that are on our couches. So these are the pillow covers that we have right now. They're not bad. They're pretty good, like very basic, neutral colors, and they look nice on our couch right now. But I do want something that looks a little bit more fall, Christmassy, whatnot. And so I got these. And I like them, but I don't know if I like them as much as I like this. I feel like this looks a little bit more true to the time period that I'm going for, and these look a little bit more modern, farmhousey. I want like actual farmhouse, okay? So with that, I don't know what to do. I might wind up going with these. I don't know, these weren't like the cheapest. I think that they were probably close to $40 or $50 for all 4 pillow covers. It's just about the amount of work that I want to put into this and the amount of time that I have to make pillow covers. Should I still try to make lumbar pillows? You're up, buddy. He's just waking up over there, big yawn. Should I still try to do lumbar pillows, or should I take the easier route and just cover the pillows that we currently have? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. If I do put these on the pillows, maybe I could use this to make like little cafe curtains for our kitchen windows. Right now I don't have matching curtains. I don't even really like the curtains that I have in there. You guys probably saw them in my fall decorate video. It's just what I was able to find at the thrift store. Part of me feels like I could maybe make some like no-sew curtains out of these and have them actually match. Maybe I could even make like, who knows? Mama's got to get crafty over here, but we'll see. Anyway, you guys, this is what I have for my fall haul today. Again, I'm not always perfect. I don't always thrift, but I try to thrift for at least 90 to 90% of the items that we bring into our house. So I hope you guys enjoy this content. If you guys get trapped in Target as well, please let me know below. I need to know that I am not alone. All right, everybody, well, we will see you next time. See you later, bye.